on the last episode of Canary, Wharf.
We're in dire straits, sir. We've lost some of our best people. Everyone's going to have to go the extra mile if we're going to keep getting the show out. There's no room for selfishness.
Don't try and lay a guilt trip on me, Max. I'm already doing more than my fair share. Don't accuse me of selfishness.
I'm just saying, teamwork is more important now than ever. You can pass that on to the troops, if you like. After all, you are the second in command around here.
Jason, I've been looking for you.
Here we go. He hated it.
Well done, the pair of you. Excellent show. And Jason, you're a natural. Yeah, you were terrific. Credit to all of us.
Told you.
Yeah, I know.
How could you ever doubt me?
God knows.
We need to talk.
Ah, Sarah, good. I'm going to have to leave you to get on with the show today. Anything I should know about?
No, all under control. What's happened?
What hasn't happened? Inquests, funeral arrangements, Andrew in hospital, and our Charles has sent Michael to South Africa.
What on earth for?
Oh, I've no idea. Something to do with Piers Slater's relatives. All I do know is it couldn't be more inconvenient, so if you think you can manage the show, I'll let you get on with it.
Oh, I can cope. I can cope very well. We'll talk later.
Well, Millie, I hardly recognize you. The Millie of old would have gone in there feet first flying and bang.
Yes, well, maybe I've learnt a few things in my old age.
No, don't mention old age in my presence, please. I'm very sensitive. It's like mentioning star quality in front of Sarah.
Now, that's unkind.
I'm sorry. Hey, you got star quality, you know that?
Don't try and flatter me. I've got no delusions.
So, how's it going with Michael? Has he declared undying love for you yet?
Hardly. He's in South Africa.
Well, what's he doing there?
Well, Belgrave sent him over this weekend.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know. Apparently Piers Slater's got relatives there.
Really? Well, I thought he was Canadian.
No, he's English. Anyway, look, I'm just telling you what Sarah told me.
What does Michael say? Have you heard from Michael?
I haven't spoken to Michael. I'm just telling you what I know. And look, we've got to go. The embankment's chock-a-block, right?
Okay. You get your bag, I'll see you down there.
Yes, 5 minutes.
All right.
Jake. Well, it's a bit worrying, isn't it?
Well, what's worrying about it?
And if Michael finds a long-lost aunt or something to do with Piers, you're not going to get a penny.
Look, Millie, how many times have I told you? We're not going to get any of Piers and Helen's money, okay? They're bound to have a zillion relatives. Michael's going to find one of them, and if he doesn't find one in Durban, he'll find someone somewhere.
Durban? And he never mentioned anything about Durban. Did you know about it already?
Well, somebody mentioned it somewhere. I don't know.
Well, so why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want to worry you.
But I'm not worried. I mean, you haven't got a bean. You could be inheriting £4 million. What's there to worry about?
Millie, it's not going to happen, okay? The only way we're going to get rich is if we work for it, all right? Look, I got to go, okay?
What job are you on?
Savoy Hotel, Sandra Bullock. Won't be long.
Okay.
By the way, it's 3.5 million, not 4.
Who's counting?
Have you heard what Max has done now?
No, what?
He's told Sarah she can appear on the show again.
Hang on. Last week she said she could when she couldn't. And now she reckons he's given her the go-ahead.
Yeah, Evan told me. Max told him he'll be doing some of Sarah's work now.
Oh, it's not the end of the world, though, is it? She wants it that bad. I know how she feels.
Are we going to open up the show to anyone who fancies a go? Maybe we should offer it on the YTS scheme. The result would be the same. It'll probably work out cheaper.
Fair crack of the whip, Claudia.
He has no right to do that. She should just stay in her little producer's box, keep out of the way.
I suppose we could do with the help, though.
Not from her, we don't.
But given the circumstances, it doesn't seem to me that unreasonable.
Of course it's unreasonable. Nobody should front the show apart from me. Maybe you, sometimes.
Yeah, but everybody deserves a fair go.
You just don't understand, do you? We have got certain standards to maintain. What do you think she's going to do to the ratings? If they go down, we'll go down with them.
I think Max just sees her as a stopgap. You know, she's a producer at heart.
Yeah, not much of a producer at that.
Stop your belly aching. Do you want some water?
It's just not on. We're going to have to stop her.
You can't blame Max. He's lost talent. Valentine's in the States, we need everyone we can get. And if she's as bad as you say she is, she won't last long.
Olive oil. She'll be a disaster.
You're beginning to revert to type, you know that? Why don't you turn your thoughts to something more pleasant?
Okay. I've just thought of Olive falling under a steamroller.
Claudia? I've been having a few, pleasant thoughts lately.
What about? Jason, I've got other things on my mind.
Well, you started.
Yeah, well, that was different.
Now?
Actually, that sounds like rather a good idea.
Holidays? Where you find the time?
Don't know where I'll find the money, more like. Still, one lives in hope. What can I do for you, Max?
I want you to take Sarah on for me.
Sarah?
Yeah, give her a bit of glamour.
Oh, you mean doing Annie?
No, just make her presentable in front of the cameras. She's going on air.
She said this was going to happen. The thing is, Max, she's got no confidence in her looks. I mean, a bit of rouge isn't going to make much difference.
I didn't know you were a talent spotter, Millie. Do you do it as a sideline?
And resident agony aunt, didn't you know?
Well, all I'm saying is, do your best. You never know. She might become a star. Take her to Hollywood with her.
I wish.
Hey, Max.
Jay, I need to see you later.
For a drink?
Yeah, that as well.
Max, can I have a word with you?
Sure.
Sarah says that you know something about Michael.
All I know is what Charles Belgrave tells me. You've probably heard that anyway.
Yeah, that he's in South Africa looking for Pierce's relatives.
That's about it. Yeah, he'll be back in a few days.
Why didn't he tell me he was going?
Well, he didn't even tell me, and I'm his boss. Why should he tell you?
No reason. It's just odd that he didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, well, that's how Charles Belgrave works. He gets an idea into his head and wants it acted on immediately. You remember how he sent Jason to Australia without anyone knowing?
Are you sure he's just gone for a job, you know, for Belgrave?
Well, that's what Charles Belgrave tells me. I'm usually prepared to accept his word on these things.
There's no time for your bad jokes, Max. I'm just asking you a straightforward question.
What I don't understand is why you're so interested in what Michael Smale's doing.
I'm not. When's he back?
A couple of days.
Oh, thanks.
Eddie, it's Max. Yeah, I'm just going to talk to Belgrave again. He told me to discuss the Pierce Slater situation before I went to see him. Yeah, South Africa. So, according to his papers, Slater was paying off a woman and child in Durban, is that right? Regular monthly payments, am I? Cripes! Don't tell Claire that, will you? She'll get even bigger ideas. So it looks like he was paying child support. Hmm? Yeah, and if nobody else comes forward, then the child will inherit the estate?
Well, who's jumping to conclusions? I'm not a lawyer, Eddie, but if it looks like a duck and it walks like a duck, then to my mind it is a duck.
Yeah, well, we'll know when Michael comes back. Have we heard from him yet? Yeah, okay. Look, I've got to talk to you about Coleridge. I've got to see him a bit later. Any tips about how to handle him? Yeah, well, I guess my checkbook and your checkbook are two very different kettles of fish. Yeah. Ciao.
The hospital anyway. She's getting better.
It's not the point. I don't understand why I'm not allowed just to see her. Why can't I visit the woman?
Beats me. Maybe she doesn't want to be seen without her makeup on.
That's what it is. I bet that face takes a lot of maintaining. Under all that pancake, she probably looks like Homer Simpson.
Oh, Claudia, I can't believe you. The woman's dying. She's got a bullet in her. She's lying in hospital, for God's sake.
I wasn't serious. I was just trying to make light of things. Anyway, she's not dying. She's on the mend. She'll be back at work soon.
Just watch it, all right? Try to be a bit more sensitive.
I am extremely sensitive. You just have to raise your voice to scold me and I'm a quivering wreck.
Yeah, you're about as sensitive as a slap in the face. Look, there's a time to be mucking around and there's a time to be serious. This is one of those times, okay?
I am serious. She is getting better. It would take a silver bullet to kill Andrea.
Claudia.
You must have seen her first thing in the morning. Does she look like Homer Simpson?
Well, no, she's got a perfect body. Just cut the comedy, all right?
When you woke up, was she still in the bed next to you?
Claudia. Just drop it, will you?
If I was in hospital, you wouldn't let some silly little official stop you getting in to see me, would you?
You're not in hospital, are you? Besides, I'm not going to let some silly little official stop me seeing Andrea.
Don't do anything rash. Remember, you're still on police bail.
What's this? Another attempt at comedy?
No, it's not. If you do anything illegal, they'll revoke your bail and put you straight back in prison. And that includes forcing your way into hospital. Just don't take any risks, that's all. I'd hate it if anything else happened to you.
Come on. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm calling you because Eddie, that's our lawyer here, says you're the best divorce lawyer in town. Well, yeah, I do realise you get what you pay for, but just remember, I'm trying to save money, not squander it. Yeah, well, no, I don't agree with divorce either. I'd far prefer some kind of conciliation. Yeah. Unfortunately, my wife, Chloe, wants £100,000 immediately, and she isn't in a very conciliatory mood. A meeting? Well, between her and me, face to face. Oh, yeah, we could handle it. Yeah, for about 20 seconds. Yeah, then it would degenerate into a slanging match, and she'd throw something heavy at my head. Yeah, well, I suppose you're right. If there's anything at all we can agree on, it'll save us a lot of money, won't it? Not least in your fees. Have you been talking to Eddie? Yeah. I can tell. He probably also told you I'm as poor as a church mouse. He didn't? Yeah, well, as far as my wife's concerned, I am. No, you fix up this conciliation business. I'll go along with it, but I'm warning you. I'd rather burn my money than see her get any of it. Yeah. So when conciliation fails, I want a lawyer who's going to go for the throat. Make sense? Good. Okay. Bye.
I have to go soon. I've got that meeting with the lawyer.
Lawyers are trouble. Wherever there's a lawyer, there's trouble. I avoid them.
Yeah, well, I'm not going for the fun of it, am I? I want to prove my innocence.
A good lawyer's going to sort all this silliness out in no time.
Yeah, well, let's hope he's a good lawyer then, shall we?
What do you want to do tonight?
I don't know. Could always practice filing through a couple of iron bars.
Oh, I know. Let's sit in a darkened room and feel miserable. I want to go clubbing, don't you?
No.
Not even for that new place on Greek Street.
No, I'm not up.
It'll take your mind off things, cheer you up.
I can't get my mind off things. I could be facing a long prison sentence.
Well, then you better go clubbing while you've got the chance. I'm only joking, darling, but you've got to try harder. It's no good moping around feeling sorry for yourself.
I don't feel sorry for myself.
Oh, yes, you do. Look, I don't want you going all pathetic on me, boy. Things happen, okay? Things get you down. But you have got to fight. If you don't fight, no one's going to fight for you. I feel sorry enough for you, for the both of us. Just get on with the fighting.
I thought you were the one who needed the support around here.
Oh, don't kid yourself, sunshine. We girls just make out we're pathetic to boost your male egos and make sure we get what we want. When it comes to pathos, you boys wrote the book.
There's a new place in Greek Street. Do you want to go clubbing?
Brilliant. I want to paint the town. Why didn't you go off, dazzle your lawyer? Come back in time to pick me up after the show.
You're good for me, you know that?
Don't you forget it, boy.
Annie, my God, look at the state of you.
Sorry?
Well, what's happened to your hair? It's a disaster.
Nothing's happened. My hair's fine, thank you.
Hey, I didn't mean that. I just mean it looked fantastic before. I don't know why you don't keep it like it.
Yeah, well, mind your own business.
Look, I don't want to fall out with you over your hair, okay? You wear it how you want to wear it.
Yes, well, I will, thank you very much.
Oh, God, there's not much to choose between you and Sarah at the moment, you know.
Oh, come on. Sure, I'm not as bad as Sarah. I may not be full of the joys of spring, but...
Yeah, well, perhaps not. But she's all superior and full of herself at the moment because of her being in the show. She's going to regret it one of these days, you know.
I know. Do you know what Claudia calls her?
No, what?
Olive oil?
That's funny.
Oh, Popeye. Oh, Valentine.
I bet he's glad he's on the other side of the ocean, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what Michael told me?
What?
Well, that Valentine was too lazy to split up with Sarah when he was over here. But he couldn't care less if he never sees her again.
I'll leave her to Bluto, eh?
Mm.
Fancy a drink?
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, Popeye.
Well, I have my rights as a tenant too, you know. You can't just throw me out on the street. I don't care if the landlord didn't pay the mortgage. I paid my rent every month. That's not the point. I need to have a stable home life at the moment. It's very important. Oh, what's the point talking to you? You're just there for the commission.
On the next episode of Canary Wharf.
I've been thinking about Helen and Pierre's funeral.
Yeah, me too.
I'm dreading it. I'll probably go to pieces. It's going to bring back the trauma of the shootings.
It's going to bring back a lot more memories for me.
Helen, you mean?
Yeah, I screwed up my life and I screwed hers up too along the way.
You said it was a mistake to marry her in the first place.
Valentine? Sarah. Look, I just wanted to say I'm sorry about the things I said when you left. I was just upset about you going. I really miss you.
You taking Chloe to dinner? It's a little bit of a turnaround, isn't it?
No, the lawyer suggested it. Yeah. Best divorce lawyer money can buy, and all he comes up with is take her out for a meal.
You guys hoping for a reconciliation?
God, no. No, the problem is, she's trying to sting me for a six-figure sum. She can whistle for that. I don't have it.
She ain't gonna settle for dinner, though, is she?
No, but the lawyer says that we should get together and settle as much as we can amicably, and then bring on the legal representatives for some expensive head-banging to mop up the rest.
Well, in my experience, there's not much you can agree on.
You seem a lot happier since you discussed your life sentence with the lawyer.
That's only theoretical. As the bloke says, it won't go that far. The police were just looking for someone to pick on, to blame their failures on, you know?
That's my boy. Show a bit of backbone. Now you better start fighting for your future on the show.
What? Is it in question?
No, but it might be if you let Sarah walk all over you.
Come on, there's room enough for 3 presenters on the show. I'm not worried that she's going to throw me off.
Well, you should be. She's an ambitious girl, old Olive, under that wet and windy exterior. She doesn't just want her share, she wants yours and mine too.
You do not make decisions about what goes on this show. You do not make programs without my permission, and you do make arrangements to get our guests here on time.
I can't do everything.
Well, you said you could do your old job and your new job side by side. It's obvious you can't, isn't it?
I'm doing much more than my fair share, Max. At least I'm not down the pub all day while the rest of us are doing the work.
Don't get cute with me, Sarah. I'm an easygoing man. You probably found I can be goaded quite far. But you have to know where to stop.